Excuse the disruption, but I'm the commish. It's week 4, Shady. How you feeling?
And I'm Shady, and I feel like you're gonna lose this week. Go fuck yourself.
All right then. That was uncalled for, Rob. Anyways, first up we got headlines. White Hot Spotlight. You're taking on Hickory Dickory Hank. How you feel?
I've just lived in the spotlight this year. I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Suspicious.
The Lions offense looks like a powerhouse of the NFL right now. My wide receiver trio looks incredible. It's just a matter of time before Jordan Reed, gets going.
What about those running backs getting going?
They need to get on the field first.
Who are you playing this week? At running back?
Latavius
and
Spencer Ware.
Yeah, they're not good, are they? Meanwhile, Hank's trotting out three-headed monster.
Return 3 running backs in a PPR league. Come on.
Well, when one of them's Le'Veon, he's going to catch more passes than your receivers.
Not this one.
Maybe. And who else you got? Fucking Mark Ingram and fucking Kristen Michael lit it up last week. I don't know. I think I like Hank, but we'll see.
All right. Headline number 2, we got the race for the dress. We got Dennis and Mason at 0-3.
Both 0-3. Mason in a pitiful points for position. I think, though, that his team looks better than it is. He's got people going off, so just not going off at the same time. Dennis, on the other hand, already suffered major injury. Both his running backs are old as fuck.
Despite the age, these running backs are looking good. They look like they can be productive. I think the biggest problem for Dennis right now is that his wide receiver that was suspended is now going into rehab.
And Josh Gordon news just came through.
So we don't know if he's playing this year. Mason does have a player coming off suspension too, Tom Brady. I don't think that helps his team. Drew Brees right now is number two. So Tom Brady, is he going to make him much better? I don't know. I think Dennis has the edge right now.
And then last headline we got, I made some transactions this week.
I saw this.
What did you think of those?
Steady Eddie, Mr. Consistent, Greg Olson, hometown hero. Can't believe you shipped him out.
It's tough.
Why?
Well, the way I saw it, so I paid like $17 for Greg at the auction. I think Devontae went for 43. We're only 3 weeks in, so I essentially tripled value of the player I got. And then tight end, replaceable position. It's like a quarterback, running backs. Half the league doesn't have them. I was about to start Dexter McCluster.
I don't think you're going to get the consistency from Freeman that you would have gotten from Greg.
But as another splash player, splash players win weeks. Greg's probably already had his best week of the season.
I was just talking. I agree with you 100%. Fucking terrible trade. Fucking terrible.
For Garrett. Yeah.
Odds makers.
All right, odds makers. Percent chance that 4 wins keeps you out of a dress.
I'm going to go with a 50% chance. So I think 3 out of 7 times in our past history, 4 wins has been last place. So I'd say odds are pretty decent that you need to get 5 to stay out of the gutter.
I'm going 95% chance. There's 2 teams at 0-3 right now. There's a lot of teams that are shallow. I think bye weeks and injuries are going to rampage the league.
All right, next up we got better odds. Mason finishing with a winning record or Corey finishing with a losing record?
I'm going Corey finishes with a losing record. He's one of those shallow teams I just spoke of. Bye weeks, injuries, this team's going to struggle.
100% agree. Corey went with the triple stud approach again, and again seems like all those studs are getting hit with injuries. Looks like he's going to finish with a not good record.
Mason's going to heat up. Over-under on Garrett's number of wins this season.
I'll set the over-under at 6. He's 3-0. He's already halfway there. And I'll take the over. I think he's got the strongest looking team right now. It's deep as fuck.
I'm going to pass on the over. And I'm going to pass on the under and take the 6. It's Mr. 500.
Mr. 500, 6-6. That's not a bad guess. All right, next up we got What's the Word? Number 1, Gary's 1-2 record is blank.
Expected. This guy drafted a bunch of running backs.
Bunch
of running backs, PPR league. I think he does improve, but you can't expect too much.
See, I think Gary's actually scoring a lot of points. Just last week, got uber fucked by Jason Witten, dropped 133, lost by a point. I think his 1-2 record is unfortunate, and it's going to go up.
All right. At the end of the year, Katzman's season will have been
Disappointment. He started off red hot, almost broke a record week 1 with D'Angelo not showing up last week. Put up 98 points, looking pretty fucking weak. I think he's starting Justin Forsett this week. Not great.
I'm going to go with average. I don't think he's going to blow the doors off the BDL. I don't think he's going to wear a dress. But I think this is a season 3 years from now. Nobody remembers.
Yeah. All right, and last but not least, Koski's Miracle Rocky Balboa this past week was blank.
Shocking. For those two guys to outscore Tammy and Cooks by 21.
Yeah, I don't even remember who they were. That's how much of impact players they were. But yeah, that was shocking. I believe I told you on the phone before that happened that I thought Drew Brees had a better chance of scoring 51 and fucking you in the ass. So yeah, that was shocking.
Quick picks. Last up, we got quick picks.
Quick picks.
First game, you versus Mason.
Me versus Mason. Sorry, Mason. Think you're on the up and up, but I'm feeling good with my new blood. Devontae, got good matchups. AJ's about to light it up. We're about to watch it.
I agree with you. Mason is struggling right now. I think this is unfortunately going to put him in a really bad place.
All right, next up we got Corey 3-0 versus Dennis 0-3.
I don't like it. I'm going Corey to 4-0. His team hasn't gotten the bad streak yet. It's coming.
Dennis's team might be shitty. Happy birthday, Dennis.
Next up, Garrett versus Koski.
Yeah, Garrett 3-0, taking a Koski 2-1. Don't think Koski's getting 2 miracles in a row. I'm going Garrett.
I'm going Garrett too. The trade this week doesn't make him worse. Makes him a little bit better.
Better because Julius Thomas isn't playing.
Yeah, so he does it. He walks away with it.
All right. Next up, Katzman 2-1, taking on Gary 1-2.
Taking Katzman, despite losing D'Angelo, this team still got some serious firepower.
Yeah, I like Gary in this one. He's due. Got fucked last week. Katzman's team's fucking hollow shell.
White hot spotlight.
White hot spotlight.
Already talked about it earlier. I think I might know who you're picking. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Hank Hardman. I think the return of Le'Veon's going to fuck you in the ass.
I'm going Shady because
You always
Shady
do.
picks Shady.
Yeah, okay.
So that's it
So-
for week 4. This has been Shady.
With the commish,
May the injuries be few.
and the touchdowns plentiful.